I'm Sal.
I'm Beth.
We are the brewery lovers here with another style file. Flanders Red Ale. Flanders Red Ale. Had to drink Flanders Red Ale when we were studying for the BJCP, and I thought, I'm not going to like this. Reading the description. Slightly sour, slightly sweet, very fruity, reminiscent of red wine. And we got like a Rodenbach, right? We got like the classic example. It was so good.
It was really good.
I was like, wow, that's the real value of doing BJCP or Cicerone. It forces you to try beers that you wouldn't normally try out of your comfort zone.
Yeah.
And you discover new things. But then we were up in Connecticut to Two Roads. Two Roads is a highly rated, highly visited brewery. And actually it's two breweries because they have their
regular
standard
brewery, and then they have Area 2.
Area 2, which is where
is
they
their
do
experimental.
They
do a lot of wild yeast and stuff over there.
That's where they do the funky stuff, which you typically find in a brewery. The funky stuff is separate from the regular, so they don't, cross-contaminate. This is a Flanders Red made with balsamic vinegar, the real stuff from Modena. The one you pour on strawberries. It's like, $20 a cup or something.
An ounce.
Crazy expensive. And I thought, Flanders Red with vinegar, that sounds horrible, right?
But I wanted to try it.
Well, even in the BJCP book, it says it should not taste like vinegar. It can have a little bit of acetic character, but it shouldn't. And I'm like thinking, well, you know what? This beer is amazing.
Because it is made traditionally with lactobacillus or pediococcus.
Yeah.
So that's where it gets that sour from.
So it's aged in red wine foeders?
Foeders.
A foeder is a ginormous wooden barrel. We'll show you a picture of it. And it's got this cute little champagne cage cork.
See, I have a foeder picture from my book.
Yeah.
My favorite beer book, M. Sauter.
Yep, that's what a foeder looks like. So we're going to see. This has been in the fridge for a little while. I'm hoping this cork
stood the test of time.
Stood the test of time. If I can get the cage off.
It.
Yeah, got the cage off. All right. Now remember, if you're doing this kind of cork, grab the cork, twist the bottle. Don't twist the cork. Because that never works. And this isn't going to work either.
Take it outside. I don't want you to blow something up in here.
I don't know if that's going to fit. Really need a nutcracker. Why don't you get it moving?
So this is 8.5%. Actually, right now it's 0% because it's not coming out of the bottle. It's in pretty brown glass.
And you're supposed to present the cork, right?
Yeah, I think it's a Cicerone thing. If somebody gets something that's highly unusual and it comes with a cap or a cork, you present them with the cork as you pour it. We have the wrong glassware.
Here's the cork.
This should be in a snifter or at least a tulip.
You didn't bring any snifters?
We don't have any. It's amazing we have anything that's made out of glass at all in here anymore. We've lost our share of glassware.
So it should be kind of a
reddish brown.
hue. That's correct. Tan head is correct. Pretty fizzy. I think that's good.
You definitely get the sour.
Yeah, the balsamic, but it's not like, it doesn't smell like salad dressing.
No.
It just smells
But
rich and sweet and toasty and...
I think you definitely smell the vinegar.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the vinegar is apparent, but it's so good that you don't care that it's vinegary.
And there's so many tiny bubbles. It feels very effervescent on your tongue.
It's super refreshing. It's just a little bit tart. It's not crazy sour.
And this is another, like a Cicerone thing. We have trouble getting stuff super clean in this little sink with our limited hot water. So right here you can see where it wasn't completely clean, this glass.
Oh, is there like
because there's a collection of bubbles right there. Yeah. If you see that on your beer glass and you're out in a brewery or a pub, that's an indication that that glass is not clean. there's still some kind of residue there that's making those bubbles stick. So if you get that at a brewery or a pub, you should point it out to the bartender or the beer tender and ask for another glass.
Hopefully it's a good enough brewery that they appreciate it and don't give you a hard time.
But it's my thumb that's stuck in there, so I'm going to drink it anyway.
So this is not traditional Flanders Red, obviously, because that would not include balsamic vinegar. But the brewmasters at Two Roads really had a great idea. Because if you've never had this super expensive Modena balsamic, get some and try it. It's mostly sweet.
It's very sweet. It's great on, as you said, on strawberries.
Yeah, you put it on fruit. I mean, it's that good.
Yeah.
It's not like buying red vinegar at the grocery store or balsamic vinegar at the grocery store. Completely different. Completely different. The real stuff you know when you see the price tag. And that's what they put in this, and boy, does it work.
It was inspired by one of the brewers went on a trip to Italy and got exposed to this amazing balsamic vinegar.
So tons of fruit. You get, it's really fruity, but it's not at all sweet. Well, a little bit. Maybe a little bit sweet. But not, I mean, it really is a lot like red wine because you get that intense hit of fruit. You can get cherries, currants, plums, orange even sometimes. Fruit leather is something that they use to describe this beer. And
very, very low perceived bitterness.
Yeah, almost none. No hop aroma.
Some maltiness.
It should be really malty.
A malt backbone.
Very fruity. It can be a little bit sweet, and it should be a little bit tart. And this checks all the boxes, but then you get that balsamic overtone, and it just works so well. This is a really unusual beer and really kind of special and delicious. I don't even know if you can still get this because we bought it a long time ago.
We bought this almost a year ago.
Is it that long?
Yeah, it is.
I'm going to have more.
Me too. There might be sediment at the bottom.
Yeah, probably.
So when you start to see sediment in the neck, that's when you slow down. I don't see any.
Yeah, you know what? The bottom looks pretty clean. Yeah, that would be generally a bottle-conditioned beer. Would have yeast on the bottom of the bottle, but I don't see any here.
And when you're serving beer and there is sediment on the bottom, there is some in there. I can see it. You would traditionally
I don't know if the camera will pick that up, but
ask the patron if they want it or not. So some people want the
because
the
if
yeast
it's
in there.
if it's a Hefeweizen, you want the dregs because that's where all that banana, clove,
all that flavor
root
comes
beer
from.
flavor comes from. Yeah, if it's a West Coast IPA, you don't because you want that clear in your glass.
Right.
So yeah, that's good advice.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
See, we learn something
ask.
new every day. It helps to be married to someone studying for the Cicero. You know why? Because then I don't have to do it. Good?
Good.
Cheers.
Nice beer. Cheers.